Good evening, everyone. I'm just going to sit here and wait until everybody catches on that we are live this evening. This is when it feels a bit strange for me. I could sit and entertain myself for just a little while. If you catch on that we are live, if you don't mind, say something. There we go into the comments. Hello, Wild Mountain. Thank you, sweetheart. Good evening. I'm just waiting here for just a bit to allow everybody to realize that we just went live. Hello, Tracy. Good evening, hon. Can y'all tell I'm ready for fall? I am so over summer. We get enough in here. I do have an announcement I would like to make. Um, we have had an absolute miracle in the last couple days. Hello, Tom. Uh, I am beyond blessed what has happened in the last 2 days, y'all. Yeah, I'm tickled pink. Hello, Jennifer. Yes, Tracy, actually he can. Depending on what's in it, for the most part, he can eat all vegetables. Carrots and corn, we kind of minimize the amount of it. But low carb, we're not keto. We do a lot of Mediterranean, but we don't eliminate total carbs either. We do watch how much of it we do eat, though, even in fresh milling, which is a key factor. Although fresh milling is fantastic, you still would. We watch how much of the bread that we eat, because I don't care, in anybody's world, you can eat too much. You can eat too much pasta, you can eat too much bread, and sometimes a good thing can turn really bad quick. But we just do that for the sake of where we were, and so like I watch now, I struggle sometimes because I'm afraid to be the person I used to be. So, hello, Robin. Big hugs, my friend. Mary, hello, darling. Video on couscous, thank you. I want to try a kamut though. Just type 2 for fresh meal. Mary, absolutely. A matter of fact, I was just talking to my husband about that. If I am able to make couscous out of durum, and we are able to make pasta out of kamut or corazon, it made me wonder about making couscous out of it. So if you get to it before I do, darling, let me know how it works, because I am highly curious, and so is my husband, because he'd like to try some of my couscous recipes. So, yes, that is one of the things on my list. As you all know, we are a Mediterranean homestead. My name is Carrie, and I welcome every one of you this evening. I want to say, in the last 2 days, y'all, we have had a major gain in our family of over 40 new subscribers. And I am beyond blessed, more than you all will ever know, to have new family members with us. I really hope that you enjoy this channel with us as well. Now, one of my announcements is is a lot of the subscribers that came to us are also fresh millers like I am. Now, I have always told y'all that I am not going to different anybody from the other. Just like we did the couscous, I gave you an opportunity to fresh mill or to be able to use semolina. Both equally work for the recipe, whether you had a mill or no mill. The same will go for every recipe from here on through. However, I am also the miller who steps outside the box, like making couscous. As you found, there's not too many people doing that. We will find a lot of pastries, we will find a lot of breads, cookies, things like that. But when it comes to other areas like fried chicken, y'all, that is on my list, I'm telling you. Now, I've also baked bread just for the heck of it, chopped it up, dehydrated it. Nobody does that. And I turned it into fresh breadcrumbs because my type 2 diabetic husband, it works for him. So I have decided to make breadcrumbs, and every so often I will just bake bread just for the crumbs, which made tonight's supper when I made fried green tomatoes, and they were amazing, and that crunch factor was super cool. So when it comes to fresh milling, you're going to see that I am also outside the box. So hope that helps. Please, y'all, let me know what you think. Talk to me and tell me what you think about these ideas. How What are your ideas about me being outside the box? Does it help in any way? I include my family because you all are a part of my family. So, I mean, without you, we're not a family at all. So, and we all live everyday lives. We've got things in our lives that we use everything. We love fried chicken or fried chicken tenders. So we got to find a way to be able to do that. Well, how do you do it? And if you can't find it, somebody's got to know. And I'm that person that's going to search. I'm that person who's going to get in my kitchen. I'm going to cook and I'm going to find what works. And then when I do, I'm going to come on this channel and I'm going to bring it to you. Thank you, Robin. It can be eccentric. I will say outside the box can be because it's different than anybody else. And then on top of it being Mediterranean, I just like the fact that me and my husband both love the fact that we're clean eating. Now, is it perfect? No, absolutely not. Look, I love a potato chip. I'm not going to lie. I love potato chips. But I also know that I can make it homemade now. I can make it straight up or I can make it crinkle cut now. So I can have it, but without all the soybean oils and all this stuff too. We can even air fry it if we want to, although that's just not a potato chip then, you know? Right, Tom? I'm telling you. But if I can eat it healthier, then I will. Now, does it help pack on the pounds? Absolutely. So this weekend, I got to work out. And how I'm going to work out is I got to stack some wood. Hello, Kilara. I got to stack a bunch. Oh, goodness. A bunch of wood for this winter because we got a wood burning heater. So that's going to be my exercise to work off some of these extra things that I've been doing because, y'all, the scale ain't reading good for me right now and I'm panicking just a wee bit. So that means I'm just going to have to work, that's all. It kind of has me worried because comforts of winter. Yeah, no, I'm a foodie. That's my biggest issue, I guess. I'm my own worst enemy because I absolutely love food from around the world. Maybe that's how I became outside the box. Is there anything in particular that y'all are wanting to learn or know about? And I promise you, if I don't know the answer, I'll be quick to tell you, yes, I don't know it. We'll catch the replay. Okay, Wild Mountain. We'll catch in some other time, honey. The knee is slowly getting better, hon. I'm moving at least. I'm just kind of babying it a little bit because when you pull a ligament, that does take time to heal. Occasionally, I'll step the wrong way and it lets me know that it's still on the healing process. Hello, Miss Deborah. Baklava. Robin, that is one that I seriously wish that we could make. The only thing is about that one, it would take a lot of artificial sweetener to make. That would be a tricky one, but it is one that I may tempt so that my diabetic husband could have it. Hello, MB. Darling, my hugs are straight to you, honey, and I hope you feeling them. Have you tried butterbean hummus? No, Melissa, I haven't. I have tried hummus using black beans and chickpeas, but not with butter beans yet. No, Clara, I haven't. I do have my eye on a sewing machine right now. Unfortunately, I have to wait to get that before I can do any other things, but I do have some tutorials on sewing that I would like to be able to do too. I've been watching videos on making homemade ricotta cheese or cream cheese, but I'm worried about wasting a gallon of milk. Have you ever tried it? Tracy, yes, I have. However, to make ricotta, that is what the ricotta is called a second cook, basically. So you get your ricotta after you make, say, mozzarella cheese. You would go through the process again of reheating the milk, adding an acid, and then it turns it into ricotta cheese. Sometimes that's a hit or miss, and I will tell you, wasting a gallon of milk, unless it's fresh milk, that's going to be hard to get ricotta out of it because you can make cheese out of store-bought milk. However, you may never get the ricotta. I've tried to the point I stopped. Now, cream cheese, however, I make a different kind called labneh, and what it is strained Greek yogurt. It comes back quite thick, or you can use regular yogurt. Make sure it has the active ingredients in it. Strain it for 24 hours in a cheesecloth in your refrigerator, and you get a base of a sour cream that is really good on toast or bagels in the morning, especially. I can't wait till Monday. What's going on Monday, Mary Beth? Teresa, you're not that late, honey. Don't worry about it. Hello, Mary Ray. Ram, have you looked back on your older videos? You look so much healthier now, mate. Thank you, Mary. Off-grid living. Good evening. Good evening, off-grid living. Tracy, making cheese is amazing. I've even made feta cheese. However, and feta is actually really good too. You can use store-bought. You can make feta out of it. And I have videos, by the way, for you, step by step, as close to uh, being right there in the kitchen with me to help you through this. So if you're interested, you can go through it. But like I said, ricotta is a hit or miss because really there's not enough cream in the milk left over to making ricotta out of. But like I said, you can make labneh, and it's a form of a cream cheese, but healthier. Ah, Mary Beth, yes, darling, I remember that. Ooh, honey, you're in my prayers. That is not Anastasia, hun. I'm just going to put it this way. I don't discriminate anybody on this channel. Everybody is family to me. I am not the judge of anyone. So certain type what I'm a family channel. I am a Mediterranean homesteader, and my as long as you accept the fact that I love God, I love my home, I love my family, and I love to cook. I love to be in my kitchen creating food. So if you're good with that, I'm good with you. Teresa, actually, no. That one come from, well, I'm a thrift stores person too, so that came from the thrift store. So the ones that I got from the market was another Mississippi Girl yellow t-shirt, and the other one was Stay Calm and Let God Handle It. I do too, Tracy. I mean, honestly, I believe in one man's junk is another man's treasure. If there's nothing wrong with it, why, you know? Thank you, Teresa. I look for different shirts, and when they catch my eye, I just get them. So I like to be the person to either inspire or just to say, hey, Fall, come on, I'm ready. I'm waiting for you. Do you see this? So I'm pushing it a little bit. Mary, I love cold. Honestly, I'm a burr baby. I was born and raised in Illinois. I've been down here in the South for over 30 years. However, I don't think I could ever get used to the heat. I love being cooler because, frankly, I can only take so much off in the summer, but I sure can bundle up in the wintertime. Yes, Tina, definitely got to stretch them dollars. Ooh, off grid living. I kind of want to say I envy you. Solitary, good evening, honey. I'm catching up on y'all. Y'all came in at a whole bunch at once on me. Mary Beth, you know what? So is mine. And well, honestly, Dollar Tree too. Okay, so this one is hard to pronounce. Tanja. If I said that wrong, I am so sorry, honey, but yes, you made it to the live. Solitary, you did too. Oh, wow, from the garden, that's awesome. Teresa, we've been to Wisconsin. Matter of fact, while we were trucking, we've been to many of y'all states. For cooler weather. Whoops. Oh, boy. Deborah, oh my goodness. Yeah, we are still in the 60s or 70s, and sometimes we get up in the upper 80s. Tom, that's kind of cool, though. Tanya, got you. Thank you. The three G's girls. Mary, I like that philosophy. The three G's. I'm going to have to remember that. Teresa, unfortunately, I think we're still hanging out. We've had rain, which, oh, praise God, we've had rain all day. We have desperately needed rain. We've been in a major drought since June. So I don't care if it's like a duck today. I want it to rain. And we've had off and on, not downpouring or nothing, but I'm looking currently to see what our temps are at the moment. 73. But you walk outside and it feels hot. Now we're supposed to get down to about 65 and in the 50s, upper 50s over the weekend, and then lower 80s. So we'll see how that goes. I got to hang laundry, so. Oh, y'all have some good, cool weather right now. Tracy, I can't say I hadn't done that in my times past. I'll just say, Tanya, we have been, oh my gosh, we have been in the upper 90s. The heat index has been so stupid crazy. It fried almost my entire garden way prematurely. I've had my vegetables growing smaller between that and the drought. It's just been plain awful. But I'm grateful for everything that we did get. Solidary, that's amazing. The celery, I think, for me, I would dehydrate it because I think I use it better that way. What state will be the first one to get snow? Mary Beth, if I had to guess, knowing the states like I do from trucking, I am going to say the areas where Wyoming are going to get the snow first. Yeah, it's been bad. We've been begging and praying for rain. We finally get it. Not enough to get us out of this trouble we're in, but we are so thankful for what we did get. Check your shoes before you put them on. I put. I thought something. Oh my goodness. You just gave me the creepy crawlies of grid living. A centipede. No. And you know what? Out of fear, I do check my shoes. I don't know why I do that. I just do. We'll be in the 60s in the high this weekend in Pittsburgh. Wow, y'all are getting much cooler weather than we are, but we're further down south too. Tracy, that's cool. Now, I'm not going to say that we've had people that had storage buildings that put stuff outside on the storage buildings, and I've checked it out a time or two. I mean, yes, this weekend I am actually going to start. I was so, frustrated, y'all. So we had planted sugar snap peas and peas. I had my plants coming up. I was so excited. 2 days later, I go to check in the progress and I can't find a single one. Something had eaten. Oh, I'm so angry about this. Something had eaten all the leaves and the stems to my peas on both sets. And now I have to scrounge up to go find the seeds, go get some more, and do it again. And what's even more frustrating is if they do that to my seeds that I order from MI Gardener, which half the time are out of stock at this time of year. So I either do without or go get more. So I am not a happy camper. I have blessed out a bunch of birds, armadillos, and whatever else is out there eating my crops, my freshly crops, including the bugs. Yeah, most all of you are in the upper states. No, I don't think it was slugs. I didn't see. I know when a slug's been around because they'll leave a trace. This was just clearly eaten. Yeah, most of you are all up there. Oh man, Tonya, I trust me, honey. I know how you feel. I absolutely do. Right now, we're trying to hang on to our peppers. When our first rain came, it worried me because a lot of the leaves on the plant started to fall. So, yeah. Hang on, y'all. I've got. Mm-hmm. Solidary. Thank you, honey. I never thought about doing that. Off grid, that I'm on it. Somebody, thank you, Robin. Yeah, I was trying to take care of that, sweetheart. I apologize. I can see it, and Robin, you're amazing, darling. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you. I know, Solidarity. I feel like, well, I'm the outsider here. Y'all are from up north, where I used to be at one point, but hello, Grammy. Good evening, honey. Yeah, I'm the one that had to go deep south. I'm not going to complain though. It was a blessing that we found this place. No, please, Tanya, I'm going to tell you right now, I actually have enough dog hair that I could, if that works, Solidarity, let me know because I have plenty from the corgis shedding right now. Mary Beth, that's very comfortable weather right there. Actually, Solidarity, he is currently, or he did do a 50% off sale. I didn't get it fast enough. You blink your eye and everything's sold out when he does sales like that, and he's sold completely out. So, no, he's got nothing left. Now, he does have his new stocks coming in, but I wait for a time for that. 50's here in Green Bay. Mary Ray. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I can't say I'm not supposed to covet thy neighbor. I'm not supposed to covet thy neighbor. Y'all, I'm coveting you. Just yeah, he did. I know. Hello, Gina. Gina! Oh, what was the name of that? I just thought of that show. When I said Gina, there was a show that came at Cheers. Yeah. That's what this reminds me of. It's Cheers. We've made some really good friends and yeah, that's pretty cool. No, they don't. I've tried eggshells and I've actually tried uh be careful using that. Epsom salt works, but Epsom salt will also add acidic to your soil if you use too much of it. I missed the sale also. Look, I didn't get a chance to get the sale, Solidary. I'm in Florida, leaving. Gina, good luck with that, and you all have an amazing time out there. What are you doing on here with me if you're, oh my goodness, girl. Really? I love you. Hello, Zana. Tonya. Darling, all those butterbean recipes that has been done on this channel, I am going to encourage you, please, to try them. They are so good. One, the harissa one, it reminds me of being in the tropics a little bit. It's just, oh, yummy. Mary Beth, corgis are amazing, but man, they can shed. Okay, Gina, I'm going to give you credit on that one. When you're done, though, you and hubby enjoy yourself. Girlfriend, you got me whenever. You get a once in a lifetime chance to cruise. I feel your love, but I don't know if I'm worthy of that. That's a cruise. I mean, come on. Solidary, I'm old school, so leave it to me to bring back the old show. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm going to give you credit for that, and I really do appreciate seeing you, though. I do. I love you. Tom, that makes me glad to hear that. I'm glad that you like it. I try to put, look, to me, if it doesn't taste good to me, there is no way that I'm going to put that on anybody else's table. So when I put it on this channel, it means it's going to somebody's table. So I'm conscious about that. If it tastes nasty, y'all, it ain't going on this channel. So, Gina, that's awesome, though. That is really cool. That's the kind of cruise that, yeah, you enjoy that one, honey. Solidary, the snakes that we have around here, um, those are nope ropes for me. Okay, so here's the deal. Me and snakes, we don't get along. Those are a nope, nope, oh heck nope rope. I don't care what kind it is, good or bad. And for the most part, they're not always good here. You will find me, if I see one in my chicken coop, I am screaming like a 2-year-old child with my basket in my hand, running out my coop, hollering for my husband, or trying to find a hoe because that rope ain't staying in my coop one way or another. So we don't even talk about snakes in my garden. Ooh, this is no. Tracy, that. Thank you, Solidary. I appreciate that. It's just, for the most part here, we don't have good snakes. We would have copperheads. We have rattlers. We have, it's just, we are very cautious around here of what kind of snakes we watch for everything. They are pretty bad. Toya, honestly, I can handle a garter snake. I can handle a rat snake. It's the other ones that terrify me to death. I just don't want to get bit. Okay, Tom, no, I don't think I could do a. Oh, no, I couldn't do a bat either. Oh, Gina, you're going to have to do something nice for him when you get back. Little sparrow, aw, you're welcome, hon. I'm just one who's learning myself, and as I learn, I try to give something good. Okay, well, okay, now that's a good trade off then, Gina. Hopefully he's gonna bring some of that elk home. Of course, like I said, that would be a good trade off. Little sparrow, thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Sent me out the old smokehouse where the washing machine was. There was a snake coiled up. Oh my gosh, awkward living. Oh, yeah. See, now, I love my brother. I do. And he used to have a collection of snakes, and I spent some time with him before. It took all I had to suck it up like a buttercup to stay in that house. But he did teach me a few things about the nature of snakes. But there are some natures of snakes that are wild that are not nice. They are far different than those inside of a cage. So, Melissa, bless your heart. I don't think I can handle bats. Oh, those are just as bad as trying to find a snake. Y'all, we get some crazy things in our homes, don't we? Alice, that's great. 4-ounce jelly jars of hot peppers tonight with celery and green beans. Solidarity, that sounds like yum. And that sounds like a good salsa in the making right there, actually. Tracy, we don't necessarily have a specific topic. This is just family, just like it says, it's family visit live night. This is a chance we all get to unwind a little bit, get to know each other, ask questions, and spend some quality time. It helps me to learn and understand you and get to know you just as much as it's helped you to get to know me. I'm just like you, y'all. I'm just an ordinary gal who's got a little bit of gifts that God gave her. She tries to use it to the best of her ability. Is she always bright? Not cool. That's debatable, but yeah. Mary Beth, you make me smile, honey. What are you crocheting? No, Solidarity, they are not. Thank you, Tracy. There are no shells in Florida. Google Live. Gina! Yes, there is. I've been there. Yes, there is. You just got to hit the right place. Mary Ray, what do you put in your hummus? Okay, so Mary Ray, my hummus, I use a basically from there, and then you can accentuate it with toppings. The basic usually consists of chickpeas, the just a little bit of the reserved juice from the strained water in them, lemon juice, tahini, some salt, and I think that's about it. Lord, darling, you got me thinking now. Chickpeas, lemon juice, reserved liquid. Oh, olive oil. Yeah, that's the main component is olive oil. So it's just a basic recipe. And I do have videos out on how I made that as well. Oh, I got to go back and catch y'all here. Hang on a second. Let's have a can 10 pints of hot salsa. Teresa, wow, that's amazing. Aw, Gina, I'm sorry, honey. We had a snake in our laundry room one time. Oh, off-grid living. No. Tina, good advice for Gina. Yes. Mary Beth. Cheers, darling. I'm right there with you. We'll pretend, honey, okay? As long as it's red. Y'all, that's water, by the way. Ice water. Mary Beth, scars, fancy ones. Okay, Mary Beth. I like that idea. I'm actually looking into some more for my hair. Different ones. I wanted a silky one. I know that sounds crazy. I wanted a silky long one to start wearing them because I like to keep this hair out of my face. So Y'all are probably going to see me on my videos where I'm learning how to wear scarves because I want to keep my hair out of my face, and it makes it a lot easier on me just to have it covered. So I don't like to always put my hair up. I think sometimes it can damage it. So I'm looking into wearing scarves. So hopefully y'all will be seeing that. But that's the reason why. Just so you know, I'm looking to contain my hair without damaging it while it's growing. Deborah, no, I have not. I've heard people in times past make root beer. That is definitely something intriguing, but I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do that one. I have yet to try anybody who made it, though. So tired of like gathering shells at different beaches. I like to be hat and scarf and gloves. Solidary, that would be blessing gifts, though. Those are nice from your own hands. Love my scarves too. My hair is getting long. Tonya, that's what I've been seeing. I've been seeing quite a few women are wearing scarves nowadays, and it just, to me, it caught my attention, it caught my eye, and it's a much healthier way of maintaining my hair without clipping it up all the time. I can't always run to the salon, and honestly, my life is so busy that I don't have the prim and proper cuts and all that. So putting it up in a scarf, or I've just put it up in a clip, just seems like it for me. Melissa, oh my goodness. You know, I never thought that was a thing, but it absolutely is. And oh my gosh, that literally bothered me. Off-grid living, they're actually quite comfortable. So I had to order some. I'm also looking at some that are, I forget the name of them now. They're pre-tied teckles, I think they're called, or something like that. They're kind of like this, but they come down with long streams too. I haven't ordered any of those yet. I'm looking at them right now. All I have is 3 cotton scarves, and then I've got a piece that comes here that'll hold these in without having to get barrettes. It's called it's a Velcro headband, basically. So I've got that, and then I've got some large scrunchies coming. But I'm just getting started. I want to see if I like this or not. And then if I do, I might go ahead and order some more or look around for some silk scarves or something like that. But pen gifting, name pulling, and that hat. Yes, Solidary. That is a definite. I am waiting to get the yarn back at Walmart that I'm looking at to make those. They are going to be 100% cotton crocheted. Tracy, I'll have to look into that. I didn't know that they had them where you could crochet them. Off-grid living, I've had my hair very long, but it gets damaged really bad. Mary, I am looking at probably the middle of October at this point. I am thinking about it this month sometime. I'm going to be announcing when the drawing is going to be for that. This time of year, especially our hair is dry. Putting out with bands or pins could cause breakage. Tonya, yes. And my other issue, the other reason I'm doing this is because, like I've spoken earlier, we have wood heat. The wood heat in our house dries my hair and my skin very badly. On top of the fact is I have no thyroid, so I take medication for that, and that tends in the winter to dry everything out too. So I'm trying to be very careful with my hair because it's been Since Mediterranean eating, my hair and my skin has gotten so much healthier. And I just, every time I put a clip in it, it bothers me. Alice, no, my hair is not. Actually, my husband may argue and say I've got the redhead attitude. Actually, I'm a Norwegian, and I've got the Norwegian attitude. My hair was blonde, and when I had cancer, and the treatment that I took which was radiation, my hair turned dark. Now it's got that tone of still some of the blonde left in it, so it looks like it's like a strawberry blonde, but it's actually darker nowadays. I don't know when it changed, but it changed. So it went a lot darker. Let's see. Tonya, that's exactly what's making it healthier now, is because I incorporated a lot more. Thank you, Gina. Yeah, I've incorporated a lot more olive oil. Off-grid living, mine used to be, but I had it cut since then. Tracy, I tried those here's the deal with me. I don't know what happens, but I tried those coconut oils and all that. My hair went greasy fast, real fast. I have a hard time using conditioner in my hair because it turns it greasy very fast. Actually, we have dirt roads right out here in our yard. So I get that, Robin. I love wood heat the best. My hair and skin is like sandpaper, hoping the Mediterranean style living will help. Mary, yes, it will. Trust me, darling, like I said, I have no thyroid whatsoever, and I do take a very high medication because it's just helps sustain the cancer back. Now, everything in my life has always been dry. My hair has always been extremely brittle. Mediterranean eating has changed a lot in my skin. It's softer. It's not so flaky. My hair isn't breaking as bad. It's actually softer nowadays. And I want to actually hang on to that to the best of my ability. So it does help. I promise you. Gina, let me tell you, we did this last year. We did it because we were, it was kind of, okay, electric company, we were done with you situation. Thank God we did, because we ended up cutting our bill by $150. Tonya, Tonya, that's a good idea. Yes. Candy, you're not late, honey. You're welcome. I'm glad to see you're here. Moroccan oil is magic, only applied to the ends. Okay, now I have not tried that, Teresa. I may have to. I've got a shop that may have some of it in there. Mary Beth, what did we do to cut our bill? We stopped using electric heat and used wood heater. Let me see if I can. Well, one day I'm going to take a picture of this, y'all. Actually, my wood heater is right behind you, and I would take you all, move you around, and set you up for that. One day I will show you our wood heater setup, and I'll take a picture and put it in the community post for you. But this little heater is amazing. It's little. It's got two little things on the top of it where I can actually cook on this thing if I want to as well. No, Mary, I did vinegar once and it dried it out really bad. If you've got thyroid issues, that's the last thing you want to use is anything vinegar. Honey Treasure shampoo. Off-grid living, I've never heard of that one. Yeah, our electric company has this philosophy. I literally, this is what made me turn around and us decide to put the wood heat in. About the summer of year before last year, the summer 2 years ago, we ended up having an extremely high bill in the summer because we have 3 air conditioners, window units, where we don't have the money to put in we got a 1-bedroom tiny house. Okay. So it got super hot like it does every year. So 2 months in the year, we get really high bills. And so I had asked them why it was so high for a 1-bedroom. And all the lady could say was, I kid you not, you run AC, don't you? So I told my husband, he said, okay. So we replaced all of our electric heaters with a wood heater. And he said, when they ask you, or should they ask you how you cut your electric bill? And I told them, I said, well, no, because here's what they're going to say. I said, if we get another high bill, they can't use the excuses, oh, you run heat, don't you? No, we run wood heat. Last laugh on us, right? Gina, honestly, we need some more wood, and if we were closer, we would definitely stock up. Candy, I did. Yes, you're right, I did. I'm going to look at that off-grid. Thank you, honey. Mary, you're welcome, hon. Mary Beth, I never thought of rice water. I don't really eat rice that much, though. Thank you, Melissa. Sorry, y'all. I'm kind of going back. Sometimes I'm taking 125 of level thyroxine daily and still have my thyroid. Tracy, honestly, that's the same dose right there that I am taking now without my thyroid. Now, I will tell you, when I first started, it scared me because I was taking 225. That was to keep me to help me stay in remission. Now, I'm at a point, honestly, they told me that I can be in remission for 20 years, and all of a sudden it says, hello, I'm back. I can come out of remission at any time. But what has me concerned is over the years, I went from 225 to 125. Now, some of that had to do with the fact of me losing weight, which that I was okay with. But if there starts to become any activity, that means I have cancerous activities. So they keep an eye on me, and I will never be normal reading. So it's a struggle with no thyroid. And what people don't understand, without that medication, one can only live if they have no thyroid from 1 year to 6 months. Let's see. It hasn't changed, doesn't it? Yes, Lisa, I'm back, honey. Robin, honestly, we did not know I even had cancer. Now, here's the scary part of that. I went through MRIs. I went through ultrasounds. I went through every test that they could prob, stick, and poke me with. I kid you not. What finally found it, it took me almost 2 years before anybody found it. I had this big old lump on the side of my throat. They didn't even want to do anything. They finally sent me to a surgeon who did a biopsy because they had to remove my thyroid. By the time they got to it, I was literally strangling. Mine had engorged itself so big, it didn't grow out here. It was growing to the back of my neck. And it literally went around to the back and was strangling me. And the surgeon, he ended up cutting some of my vocal cords. And he said he couldn't help it because it was so tight. And he told me, he said that unfortunately, this doesn't look good. And the nodule was quite large, and they sent it off. They were able to dissect it several times. So he more or less came back after the third biopsy test and said that it was definitely cancer. And he said all these years it had been cancerous this whole time. No, Tracy, it wasn't actually well, I guess you call it a goiter. It was seriously enlarged. I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink. It felt like somebody was strangling me like this. I got to the point I couldn't even sleep anymore. I was feeling choked all the time, and I begged them to finally do something. That's when they found out I had cancer, but it took almost 2 years. There was no signs. My blood work didn't show any signs of the cancer. I mean, it showed everything was abnormal, but it didn't show any signs of cancer. And this thing was very much hidden, so there's no signs to some point. Yes, Tracy, you will. That's how it starts. What people don't understand when it comes to a thyroid, this thing functions your entire body. Mentally, it functions your brain, it functions your organs, your life cycles, everything. Thank you, Mary. I am doing Mediterranean because it is a much healthier lifestyle. I chose to do this and it is proved. My blood work has come back amazing. My skin, my body, everything is accepting Mediterranean. What I love about the Mediterranean, it is not a diet. Y'all, I have tried just about every diet plan there was. Now, the medication that I take, and when you don't have a thyroid, you gain weight. The hardest thing to try to do is lose weight when you have no thyroid because that's part of your metabolism. So I have to rely on a pill. Those pills can mess you up. I tried every diet there absolutely was, and nothing worked. Now, I did do low carb. Now, that was a miracle, and it absolutely worked, but so fast that it was causing adverse reactions to me. I was losing my hair bad. I lost so much weight that when my doctor made me stop, it scared me because as fast as I lost it, I could gain it. And that was against everything that I was trying to do. Mediterranean wound up being my ultimate. That's the reason why I'm staying put. It's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. I'm not one for a diet. So I just, and what works for others, just don't work for some. So it just didn't always work for me, but it gave me my start. Low carb gave me my start, which was my husband's blessing in a way for his diagnosis for type 2. So, but it also helped me. Thank you, Candy. It was a hard struggle, but like I said, that was like 21 years ago. Now, at any point now, though, this is when I kind of just say, Lord, you've got me in the palm of your hand. So, yes, Mary, you absolutely lose weight very, very fast on low carb. Scary fast. Melissa, yes, honestly, I do, hon. Getting to a point where I'm going to try to do those There's going to be some of the videos will be doing breakfast ideas. Some of them are going to be lunch ideas, dinner. Now, the one thing that has changed is the time I do my videos because my husband's hours of work has changed. So I'm trying to work in that idea for that. Let's see, I've been eating Mediterranean. Mary Evie, that is amazing. Yes, and it works. Thank you for sharing that. You have no idea how much I appreciate you doing that. Lost her thyroid. She used to take calcium. Tonya, you're right. It's not, but good night, Deborah. Hugs, darling. Getting a sewing machine. What are you looking? Mary Beth, I would like to do some more aprons, honestly, and I would like to do some quilts. I want to at least do one quilt. I've not made one in a very long time. Before we lost everything we owned, there was one that I made. So I would like to have an old-fashioned quilt on our big old cabin-style bed. And then I have some wash rags and stuff like that that I like to sew. I actually like sewing my own stuff, really. I miss my machine, if you want the truth. Let's see. Melissa, I'll give you a couple right now. Mediterranean breakfast, if you would like to know that. Me too, Robin. I love sewing too. One that's used a lot is oatmeal. Oatmeal is used. Another good one is eggs. Let's see, fried eggs with the sweet potatoes. I'll get it right. Sweet potatoes, some onions. You fry that up in olive oil, sprinkle with some salt and pepper. Very simple. Mediterranean is nothing but a simple base of cooking. You can also add some tomato halves in it. You can make some eggs, mix it with some feta cheese and some salt and pepper, or maybe sprinkle on some za'atar. You could take some flatbread with labneh, which is nothing but strained yogurt, like a cream cheese. Sprinkle it with some za'atar and some olive oil. That makes a really good breakfast as well. Those are basically called meeze, Meeze. You can add some olives on a plate for that. It's just like little finger foods here and there at that point. Tonya, I have some crochet. I didn't do a lot of crocheting ones, but there were some. And I have one I just did before tonight's video, honestly. It's a twist headband, so I may do that one time too with y'all. Candy, you won't. I'll make sure that you won't, hun. You won't miss anything. Yes, Teresa, spinach it's just fresh vegetables, y'all. Add it anyway. You can make a frittata, which is nothing but eggs in a pan. You can add some sausage to it if you want to, some tomatoes, some spinach, some salt and pepper. Cook all that up. You can pop it in the oven. Make like a pizza pie made with an egg. Cut it up in slices, and well, you've got breakfast. Have it with a side of some kind of crispy, crunchy bread. Even basically sourdough would be even better. So it's just super simple, fresh ingredients When you think of anything Mediterranean, it's fresh ingredients. We use a ton of vegetables and fruit. We do use some cheese. Now, the most cheese used in the Mediterranean is ricotta, feta, labneh. Let's see, we use some mozzarella. Sometimes we'll use cheddar. Yes, goat's cheese. Thank you. I'm trying to remember all of it. Solidarity to the rescue. Yes, goat's cheese is amazing. Good night, Gina. Have a blast on that cruise and think about me every once in a while. I'll sit there with the girls at times. Hugs, doll. Have fun. I'm glad I got to see her before she took off. Y'all, you just don't know how much family you are. Some I have one-on-one conversations with, and I made some really good friends. The only thing I regret is we're not closer. I value friendships like this. Robin, figs are amazing. They do a lot of brand foods. A lot of beans. Beans is a major. Let's see. I make eggs with lots of veggies and peppers and mushrooms. Candy, that sounds amazing too. And that's basically what the breakfasts are like as well. But like I said, I will make some that are recipes for it. Sometimes you just need a good recipe and see what it's like. Teresa, do the Mediterranean ever use venison? Honestly, some do. Yes. It's a God-given animal. It's clean. It's lean. Yes, they've done lamb. Some have used venison. Some will use duck, pheasant. A lot of the meats, they don't do a whole lot of red meat. I will tell you this though. There's more fish and poultry used. Very little cow meat, basically. If they do any others, it's basically things like lamb or occasionally the wild game. Thank you, Candy. Solidarity, highly agreed about being around like-minded folks. Yes, Robin, it is nutritious. Beans are one of the most amazing. Now, the Mediterranean do believe in a lot of fibers because fiber is what keeps things running smoother. It also helps maintain your weight. Which is like why I love fresh milled, because fresh milled puts back what the stores have taken or commercial has taken out for us. Teresa, that's amazing. I would love to have fresh fish in my freezer. Let's see, Tony. Most other countries don't do breakfast like us Americans do. They don't do the eggs, bacon, cereal, things like that. It's just... Actually, Tonio, you're right. In certain points, to see what they may have had for dinner. In some cases, they do. However, in other cases, no. They actually have breakfast. But like you said, not the way us Americans do. They don't use a whole lot of sausage and bacons. They do use a lot of zucchinis and tomatoes and onions. Eggs are an amazing protein. Highly use a lot of eggs. They do believe in their breads. They do believe in their mises, for which is a variety of different foods. It is not unknown in the Mediterranean in the morning to find kalmara or green olives, or sometimes they will have pickled onions. Not anything that we would think of, but this is what they would use. So there's so many different things that they use for a breakfast that we would submit. Okay, I've done a Turkish simit. It's like a bagel to New York as it is to Turkey. It is the most amazing bagel I have ever seen, and that is their breakfast. It is one of their main breakfasts there because it's cheap and it's easy and it really is flavorful. I'm the soul carrier for my granddad. He is amazing with a full-time job. Tracy, wow. That is awesome. Yes, Tonya, it sure is. Um, Robin, what? Close your ears. I live in New Zealand and Australia. They do not eat like this, but they love their breads and their pastries. They do. But honestly, if you will look, like I said, one of the differences that Tonio, that I love about the fact there are two key factors in the Mediterranean we honestly don't do here. One, they said they don't ever eat alone. They eat in groups, which makes a world of a difference because they communicate. The other thing is they do a lot of walking. We don't do that here. So whether we ate like them or not, we do have to incorporate exercise. See, now that's not mentioned a lot, even under Mediterranean. And there is a thing called portion control. They do the same thing. And eating in groups with people, they end up with their portion control because their mind is on the conversation and not on the plate, if that makes any sense. Tracy, I'm sorry about your grandmother, honey. You have a loving heart, Tracy, and God be with you through this. Good night, Mary. Hugs, darling. Thank you. She ate baked beans and toast for breakfast. Yep, off-grid living. Yes, I can see that. They also, that would be more on Scottish side. They have what's known as Scottish eggs. Now, those are honestly interesting. They take a hard-boiled egg, wrap it. Hi. Hello, Christy. They'll wrap it in sausage, and they actually bake that, and that is a breakfast. Well, no, they don't bake it. They actually fry it with a nice coating. They take... Hi, Mary Beth. I don't know if you're leaving or if you're just saying hi, honey. Another one is toads in a hole. I bust out laughing on that. But that was interesting. It was like having bread with a hole in it and having some eggs in there. That was pretty cool. Good night, Alice. Love you. I will be getting off here shortly myself, hon. Let's see. I started to breakfast powder. Is now bioengineered. Yes, solidarity. You're going to find, and unfortunately, we live in the United States. Sadly, we cannot get rid of all of it. Everything we eat, everything we have these days is processed, and we cannot get away from all of it. but to be able to eat healthier, staying more on the fresh side as much as possible, we can eliminate a lot of it. Candy, I am so sorry, honey. I will try to help find ways to do this with y'all. Maybe it's time to find some buckets and some seeds, honey. It's not impossible. It might help. Mary, you know what I mean by Scotch eggs then. Mary Beth, all right, honey, I love you. Good night. Much love and hugs, and I hope I thought I caught you. Um, Tonya, that might be the name of it. I might have got it wrong. No, it was Toads in a Hole. Solidarity, thank you. I actually have some aluminum free. Robin, that is cool. I never thought about that. Yes, Teresa, if you're talking about her new book, I have it. I've got it pre-ordered. It is supposed to be in the next couple of weeks. And then I have another one from an authentic Italian. And that one was supposed to be at the end of the month, but it got pushed off till October 1st. So when that one comes in, we're going to be doing 100% authentic Italian foods. So I cannot wait for those two cookbooks. I've got part 2 of the Mediterranean dish coming, and then that one from Pasta Grammar, the amazing, to me, her recipes are beautiful Italian food. Tonya, good night, darling. Much love and hugs to you. To your next life, yes, it's awesome. Right? Yes, Solidarity, you're right. Tina, I am too about the Italian foods. Yes, Teresa, it is quick meals. I think under 30 minutes is what she was staring around mentioning it today because they're about to come out with it. Rain chili from apple peels and cores. It's awesome. Tracy, no, honestly, I haven't, honey. I don't. Sorry, y'all. Since my husband became diabetic, I don't get to venture into apples much anymore. Mary, oh my gosh, I have dreamt about going to Italy and Greece, if you want the truth. I really want to go to that side of the Mediterranean so bad. Thank you, Tonya. Good night, darling. We will see you again. Probably I'll be back working Monday, and we have lives on Fridays unless I have something come up. That's all right, Tracy. Don't. That's okay, honey. It's fine. It's not your fault. I'm out of water. All right, y'all. We'll probably give your eyes and your ears some break right now, and we're going to or apple vinegar. I've used apple cider vinegar before. I've actually used it in dressings. Now that I would like to try. I've not tried it yet. I would love to be able to make my own apple cider vinegar if I can. Good night, Teresa. Yeah, the apple cider vinegar is one I would really like to try. Right now, I'm waiting for foods in season. I had told y'all about the squashes, that I was waiting for them to come in season. I will watch that price drop. Well, here's a prime example. One store is still $1.58 a pound. I found it in another store for 99 cents a pound. So they're just starting to come into season. Watch for the fall vegetables because they're going to be the most affordable. All the summer ones, just check for yourself, but watch what I mean. Watch all the summer ones start flipping and going high, and all the fall will start dropping. Robin, we actually got higher than that. I was so blessed. I'm blessed, y'all. We had a little over 30 tonight. I think this was the biggest night that we've had yet. So I'm just glad everybody's enjoying themselves here. All right, y'all. I am actually going to shut it down for the night. I love you very, very much. I enjoy spending my time with you always, y'all. I really do. Solidarity. I knew that video at the flea market was going to be something to post, and I didn't know if y'all would like it. I was really amazed to find out how much you all did like that. We get to go there once a month, not all the time like we would like to, but if we go there again and they have any fall changes, I'll definitely video it and show it to y'all. So thank you, Tracy. You too. So, all right, y'all. I love you, and aw, Mary. Y'all are amazing. I just love you. You're just like having, I don't know, just family night out with a bunch of friends. I don't get to do that. I really don't. Tina, I'm glad to hear that. Like I said, if they do any changes, like for the season, I'm definitely going to go ahead and do that one again. Sometimes they will do that, sometimes they don't. Now, if me and hubby go on an extravagant somewhere and we find something that's really cool, thank you, Off Grid. Bless you, darling. There's one place called Bell's. We love that place. It looks like a high-end store. However, it's not. I have a gingham black and white checkered fuzzy blanket with orange pumpkins on it. That was $12.99. But the cutest thing ever. You know what? Hang on. Before I get off here, I'm going to show you that blanket. You're going to go to a bare screen really quick. But it's right over here. I'm going to grab it and then come right back. So just hang on a minute. To tell you I'm ready for fall, look at this, y'all. I'm ready for fall. And this is such a fuzzy, fuzzy little blanket. Aw, thank you. All right, Robin, thank you. I'm going to have to learn how to do that. And like I said, it's getting apple season. So apple season is going to be, the apples are going to start dropping in price. So that's when I will learn how to do apple cider vinegar. I am actually getting excited. And thank you, Robin, for walking me through that one because I've never known that. Tracy, never thought of that. Thank you. I love fuzzy blankets. Anything that's soft. Okay, I got a bad habit, and I will tell you. Whenever I go to a store, I don't know why I do this, but every time there's something fuzzy, I gotta touch it, and I drive myself crazy for that. I've tried so hard not to do that, but if it's fuzzy, it's mine. I gotta touch it. Solidarity. Good night, honey. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, Candy. Good night, Mary. Off Grid Living. Good night, y'all. All right, y'all. So we're gonna shut it down for the night. Mwah, hugs, and I've bless you. I've had an amazing night with you. So, and I hope you had just as much fun. Good night, and we'll see you again with Parton's Heritage Homestead.